crabbing.
Yeah. We've done that before, though, haven't we? Rigmarole you have to go through with the D9. And obviously you have to climb in from the front of the drone. They swung that from behind the prop.
Really?
Yeah, once you...
It's interesting that the D9 here has got the walkway from the back.
Yeah. Sounds straight enough, but
Yeah.
that was the ridge from the outset.
Years out of date in terms of production, but so with Sky Demon it doesn't make any difference. I'm not buying a whole set each time I go. So the Stockholm one, where we stay. These are all the different routes I've taken over the years, but we stopped. So Stockholm's here.
Okay.
That's one of the stops.
So that's one of your favourites. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how far north did you get?
I've flown to Finland. So Karina, Gällivare, and Pajala. So they're above the Arctic Circle, which is 66 degrees north.
So that your target was to get above that, or
yeah, well,
not necessarily, but just as is.
Yeah, it's really to fly the midnight sun, which you can do anywhere around the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
At or around the solstice, and that's when it has to take place. Because more than 2 or 3 weeks either side.
You haven't got it, right? So you say that you definitely have got a flight in your book now, which is, well, you've probably got it in plenty of them, where you're taking off one day and flying through that night. Well, through that, it's not even night, really, is it?
No.
Yeah.
It's a VFR, daytime VFR flight from one day into the next.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a great thing. It's
excellent.
A great thing to experience.
Well, thank you for telling me about it. So that is definitely the midnight sun. Excellent. Thank you. I was certainly quite impressed with that. What is it, a Tetris?
I think so, yeah.
Quite a heavy duty machine, isn't it?
It's like a Rands on steroids. It might be a Rands. I'm not. You know, it could be like a Rands Tetra, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Or whatever, but I don't know. Tailplane looks a little bit on the small side for the wing area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, we just missed it. That was more by luck and judgment. I don't think we're going to see England from here. No.
Maybe he was flying closer when he said that.
Well, that's possible. This isn't as bad as the last time you came back.
No. You see the coast, alright, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Of course, being Sunday, they're probably on all French, aren't they? Never thought of that.
Well, don't know.
I think that is normal for a Sunday. That's Calais Tower, isn't it? 128, 925, yeah?
Calais information.
Okay. Calais information, Golf Charlie Delta Juliet Bravo.
Yeah, I got the White Cliffs of Dover.
Really?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, bird strike on the prop.
I felt it, but didn't.
That could damage the prop.
Yeah.
Calais Tower, Mayday, Mayday. Golf Charlie Juliet Bravo, Suffolk bird strike to propeller. Heading for 06. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did. half a bird stuck up my air intake, mightn't I?
Yeah.
This looks closed, doesn't it?
Does a little bit on the quiet side, to put it mildly.
That's a, I thought there was a yellow van there, but there's not. Actually lucky that it wasn't the canopy here.
Yeah.
That was one hell of a whack, and it was a seagull.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Not only did we hit it, but I mean I heard it and I felt it. Intakes are clear, are they? So I have a little bit of blood on there. Yeah, no, it was just a mini on that.
Yeah, that's probably from flies. That wouldn't get far in there without leaving feathers in.
No.
Can't see any marks.
Hey, I saw one come past me at no distance at all. No, that was such a mark, such a thump, wasn't it?
Planes.
All right. Okay. Well, as I say, we by the time we'd finished eating, Crystal and Oliver didn't pick us up until about 9:30. I know this is one of my armchairs, which actually gives me a lot more room than I did have in the back of the RV, but unfortunately this section of the video isn't going to have any audio. I always find that disappointing because I think that the audio conversation is good, the ATC is good, and it's useful to be able to listen back, but the system I have plugs into the audio out jack. I've then got twin sockets. One goes to my headphones, so that one goes to headphones, and this one connects through to my Sony recorder. Now I know that as we left Calais the recorder was set up, and I know that when I pressed record it started recording. But in my haste to get out to find out what had happened with the bird strike, what I hadn't realised, tracking the wires round, was that I had inadvertently pulled that cable from there. So although that was giving me the signal that it was working properly, In fact, it was not picking up any audio because I'd broken the circuit. It's one of those things that is really infuriating. I probably won't ever do it again because it'll be part of a checklist, but nonetheless it was disappointing for this leg between Calais and the fly-in at North Weald. The fact that I wasn't recording any audio means that I've actually changed this section from how I would normally have played it. I've condensed the shots, but you'll see from the trace that the approach was not straightforward. You'll see that we had to have a number of goes. There were training aircraft in the circuit. The RV needs a very long flat approach, which means that on one occasion we were cut up. Another time there was an aircraft that was slow to depart the runway. Then the controller had to take an emergency phone call and ceased all traffic movement. So all in all it was very eventful, and yeah, it took up a fair amount of time. It came back. What are we now? Friday night. So no chance to fit it. But,
we didn't get there.
Yeah.
We made the mistake.
St Omer was nice.
We went into the bar at St Omer and prop. But and so we did a quick 180 back in to check it, but it hit that wing.
Made an almighty thump.
No, I mean you've got to do a solly and put it nicely down in the river somewhere.